Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to my playthrough of Pillars of Eternity. Now, between episodes, I went ahead and sold most of my excess gear, and I blew most of that money on scribing what spells were necessary out of all the spell books I got. So I've got a new spell layout, I just haven't actually adapted it to my character yet. Going forward, I will. For now, we've got several quests to follow up on. Theoretically, I should just go to another section of town and go to the Temple of Boudica. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually look through some of these quests. I think last time I said I would go ahead and head on to look for the road. Yeah, here we go. Supposedly, you know, there's a scroll I need to recover. Just trying to figure out which one is which. Oh, here we go. Task. It's not a quest. It's a task. I have to retrieve the stolen scroll from wherever it may be. An abandoned farm on the path to Derford. So, yeah, I guess I should go look that up. Let's head out. It's entirely possible that whatever path it speaks of isn't actually a zone I can access yet. If that's the case, then I will not worry about it. But I think it may be in one of the zones I passed through to get here. I'll see when I figure it out. Alright, Derford is over there. I'm gonna bet it's in the Woodend Plains somewhere. Okay, there is clearly no abandoned farm here. Oh wait, is this it? Maybe just south here. Okay, yeah, I think this is it. Because there's a thief right there. Alright, let's back up and let's bring that thief to me. As usual, we will open up with ranged attacks and sneak forward and do so. Damn, did I just take that thief out? Okay, we got a named individual here. So we're gonna fall back. We'll switch back to melee. This may be rough, so what I'm gonna do is get a consecrated ground up and continue backing my main people back here. Everybody else, let's try something else this time. Let's try that freezing fog here, that chill fog. I'm gonna pop it over there. And these two are just going to attack. Except we're gonna go ahead and mark this guy with marked prey. He looks like a ranger, a fellow ranger. So you got 2 named and a bunch of thieves. No, 3 named. Okay. Go ahead and pop into a frenzy. And we'll try to do vigorous defense with Eder. Yeah, I may die here. Alright, let's try to knock Bakevoff down. And now we are raged. We'll lay into him. We've got the freezing fog up. Let's try something else. Let's try a noxious burst and hit everybody with fireball-like efficiency. We'll try and get our ranged people onto the same, and get our wolf companion to fill in the gap. Alright, we're basically trying to keep people in range of this spell just as it goes off. Boom, like that. Okay, thieves are all near death. Yeah, that did some serious damage to them. Let's continue onward then. I think we're still cool. I just took out one of their names. Let's get everybody that's ranged on this guy, and then the wolf can take out Venta. Or continue to wail on Venta, rather. Okay, it looks like they're falling faster than I thought. Damn, did I just chop someone into bits? And onward to the last person, Ager. So they had a whole party of named people. Boom. The Parable of Wael. That is how you handle a battle with a full party. Oh man, I have all kinds of things to pick up. Anything spring off the top of my head? Actually, the Sun-Touched Mail of High and Wrath, it looks really nice. Everything else I'm going to dump into my... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to dump everything else into... Everything else goes into my stash, except I'm going to take that scroll as well. As you take the scroll, you hear a voice. You have found it. Now lose it again. I, Archivist Grim, asked me to bring this back. Would you appease a dwarf or a god? You think this theft was an accident? The voice seems to shift, as if the speaker were constantly changing age, race, and sex. My relics were never meant to stay in one place for long. They are meant to be lost and found. It is the search that gives a thing value. Take it to the Black Meadow. Find the drake that faces east and bury it beneath its skull. Alright, it looks like I've got a divine connection here. I think I'm just going to dump all this into my stash. And everything off this guy into my stash. So let's make sure that was all of them. So it looks like I'm off to the Black Meadow after I read Wael's scroll, because hey, I want to read it. And I want to really read it. I mean, not just to click on it and then get interrupted. Where did I put it? Don't tell me I lost the Scroll of Wael. Or is it automatically in my stash? Is it in my stash? Yes, it is. There it is. This ancient scroll is bound with a silver thread. The broken wax seal is stamped with the shape of an eye. The scroll at first appears to be gibberish, a collection of symbols and characters with no apparent connection between them. As you study them, however, you could swear that the characters begin to move. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, they shift and crisscross and realign, and you are able to read the text. A simpleton seeks out a wise man, said to know the answer to every question. Please, said the simpleton, you have to help me. The world terrifies me. I wake each morning and I don't know why. I make choices each day, and I don't know what will happen as a result. I go to sleep each night, and I don't know whether it will be my last. When the simpleton finishes, he notices that the wise man is weeping. The simpleton apologizes profusely and asks the wise man what he has said to upset him. The wise man shakes his head and wipes the tears from his eyes. He answers, some people have all the luck. So I guess it's the idea that ignorance is bliss. That's kind of deep. Anyway, let's go on to the Black Meadow. I will see you there. And I will figure out what to do with this mail. Alright, well the good news is that the skeleton in question looks to be like right here. So I don't have to worry about coming across my bounty, because I've got a bounty in the Black Meadow. And I gotta deal with my stronghold shit. This drake skull faces east. The soil underneath is soft and moist. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's not what I want to do. Hold on. Drake looking east. Okay, so that is the right one. Bury the Scroll of Wael. As you cover the ancient scroll with the last handful of soil, the shifting voice speaks in your head once more. Well done, Watcher. Alright. So let's talk about our stronghold. We've got a barracks, so what are we going to make next? Let's try the Western Barbican, maybe? Let's try dungeons. That way we can try to take some prisoners. Okay, and I can hire hirelings at the stronghold, apparently. Which will give different results depending on what I hire. Alright, well, I'll look into that in a little bit. Let's head on in and turn in that quest. Alright, back in the Temple of Wael. Gonna talk to Grimda. I found the scroll, but Wael asked me to hide it again. She gives you a long, stern look. I'd call anyone else a liar with a story like that, but coming from you, she squints behind her thick spectacles. There's a certain logic, after all. And if you served Wael, then you served me too. She presents you with a folded section of fabric. Wael is both a keeper and a discoverer of secrets. May this hood aid you in revealing what is obscured and keep you hidden from those who wish you harm. You find a key in your palm. You're also free to visit the Elder Archives and take whatever books or scrolls you find in the open. Spreading and circulating new mysteries is part of our service to the obscured. What else do you need? I'd like to know more about Wael. That's the rub, isn't it? Wael is the god of things hidden and revealed. The more of the 100 visions one sees, the more one has yet to discover. Though we often call Wael he who sees and is not seen, it is neither male nor female. To assign any definite characteristic to Wael is to miss another essential part of its divinity. 100 visions? A term of reverence for Wael's many revelations. Despite the name, they're infinite. Each epiphany leads you to yet another enigma. And I thought I was busy. Alright. So, there we go. Let's head into the archives, then. Alright, let's see if this guy will let us into the archives now. I've got her permission. Let's head in here. Alright, I don't think this is the archives where I'm supposed to deal with it, or is it? The Parable of Wael. Okay, that's good. Fragments of a Scattered Faith. And the Saints War in an archive in the Ducal Palace. This is not the archive I'm looking for. But it is an archive. No, I don't want to steal. Animancy in the Modern Age. Alright, these I can take. They require a lot of lore. I mean a whole lot of lore. What else is there? The Life and Discoveries of Pangram, but it's like a magic book or something because it is a different color. That's odd. And what's in the chest? Holy crap. No, run, Durance! Holy shit! Seriously, Durance, don't die. Holy crap.
If it makes you rest easier.
Yeah, I should have had stealth mode up. Wait a minute. Theorems of Pangram? The Life and Discoveries of Pangram. Let's get this book because it's going to let me. Theories of Pangram. A heavy old book that carries the dust of centuries. The pages are as fine and thin as onion skin, covered with obscure diagrams and notes on animancy, so I suspect that I've done a quest before I got to it. I am not going to object. Let's get the hell out of here.
Got it.
Head in here.
Huh?
Alright. Don't need that. Final Journal of Jonas. Don't need that.
Yeah.
But this is all interesting stuff. I'll probably have to come here again at some time. Alright, what's next? Do we want to head to the Catacombs? Let's head to the inn and rest real quick. And replenish my supplies, and then I'll head to the Catacombs.
Ah, the life of a traveler. So many ruins to uncover, places to see.
Indeed. Though after 5 years, I'll be ready for a break.
It is true. You have been at it far longer than I. Where will you go next, when you have all the world to choose from?
Home, of course.
That's... I love the party banter in this game. It's really interesting. Well, everybody's arrested. I'll see you in the Catacombs. Seems every time I leave a building, I get caught up with some party banter. It's pretty decent, actually. Alright, ran into something. You asked me for one, and I said no, not until you're older and more responsible. Do you remember this conversation? Gordy's eyes are fixed on the ground in front of him. Yes, sir. And yet I find you out here playing with a blade that clearly belongs to the knights. Do you see the problem? I didn't steal it. Honest, I traded a secret for it. He points you to you. Ask him. Is what my son says true? He wants to be a crucible knight. I thought it was a good way to get him started in an honorable profession. He stares at you for a moment, then shakes his head. Well, I still don't approve of my boy having a weapon, but I'm glad he's no thief. He can keep the blade, but I'll be holding on to it until you're a squire with the knights. Come along, Gordy. I won't have you loitering out here all day. Well, I got that kid out of trouble. May not have been in the way he wanted to, but beggars can't be choosers, eh? And we continue on our way. And dungeon construction's completed, so let's see what to add next. Stronghold building seems to go a little bit faster, mostly because I'm doing a lot of running around. Let's do something to improve the security. Yeah. Ah, here you go. Merchant stalls. Oh, it's completed. I already bought it. Ah. Man, my stuff's already almost done. Let's get the Western Barbican, because that opens up so much more. Alright, let's head into the Catacombs. Probably should have saved. I'll save as soon as I open the new map. Alright. And you know what? While I'm at it, I'm going to hit the stronghold again real quick. And I am going to hire some adventurers. I think what I will do is I will hire a... you know, that's a good question. I will hire a vanguard soldier. Well, no, I don't think I've got enough. I don't have enough money to do this yet. I will at some point, because I've got to have adventurers in there in order to adventure. Whenever I get assigned adventures, but for now I can leave it be. And we immediately have some sort of soul here. Let's talk to this person. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries towards you, as though you were a solitary light in the dank gloom of this place, come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You're in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs. Cloaked in a dark robe, with a mask pulled over your face, you're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around the statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await, clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp and grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. Sagani draws up next to you. You alright? Looked almost as if you'd lost your footing for a moment. Feels that way when I see into the ether. She watches you quietly. You really are a watcher, aren't you? Once in a great many generations, one of my people is born with the ability to speak to souls. Usually, such individuals become elders, or alone set their tracks in the snow. She cocks her head. I would have thought my journey would be easier if I could see what you see, but looking at you, I'm not so sure. Neither am I. Believe it or not, I once would have rejoiced to know I'd picked to travel far in search of something great. But even these gifts come with a cost, don't they? Forgive me if I was a little skeptical of your abilities before. I can't say I've met a real watcher before. Oh, don't worry about him. He just likes doing that from time to time. Seems to cheer him up, so I just let him. Every time he goes a little strange in the face, I try and see if I can hear anything. Kana grins. It hasn't worked so far. See if you can get him to tell you what the spirit said. Nice to know everybody's on my side.
Keeping an eye out.
So let's get stealth up and save, as I thought I should have, like before I zoned in.
Sure.
And continue on our merry way. Oh, no. Viscous, foul-smelling sludge ebbs in the trench. So we are in a sewer. It's not a catacombs, it's a sewers. Oh, it's a troll up there. Let's back up a bit. Backing up. Doing the whole opening move thing.
Yeah.
And then, twang. And then move back. Alright, this is becoming old hat by now. But now we gotta fight these things in an enclosed area. Whoa, did they just throw shit at me? It's not a forest troll, it might be harder than the others. Let's try and knock it down. Failure! Yeah, it is going to town on that box. Try and knock it down again. Alright, we knocked it down, and then subsequently immediately killed it. We have a troll skin. Alright, that calls for a save.
No problem.
Keeping an eye out.
So the door ain't trapped? Guess not. Okay, a lesser black ooze. We fought these before. And we fought the greater black ooze before too, haven't we? Or have we? Alright, a normal black ooze.
Let's go.
Kill this shit, man. I don't know why my people were just kind of standing there. Fortunately, this stuff seems to be relatively easy. Alright, these guys take a little longer to kill, and I think that greater black ooze is going to be rough. Or maybe not, it's already badly injured. And there we go. And he goes down. Let's loot shit. Just ooze stuff.
Time to
Okay,
feed
now we're in a
beast.
catacombs. You got proper coffins. A veloon. What is a veloon? Okay, it's a fruit. Oh, it's a gemstone. Okay. Memorial there for the backers. Got a bunch of silver. Hey, tomb robbing's alright. It's an honorable profession in the D&D and various fantasy worlds. There's something I just rushed? Yeah, there's something I just rushed. Come on. Alright, let's take it out. Then the black ooze. Oh, they're different sizes. Even though they're both black oozes. Alright, then this black ooze. The subtly bigger ooze. Come on, take it down. Alright. Let's pick up ooze parts. Wait, what's this? Oh, Peridot. Okay. Got what, a quarter of this level done?
A blade in the dark.
Crossing the bridge. And you know, everything points to there being some sort of boss fight down here, so I'm going to keep quick saving. Absolutely nothing down that branch. It's not quite a sewer level. So I think it escapes my, oh god, I hate sewer levels. And this is, if it's a pity, because if I just called this a straight up sewer level, it would actually probably redeem sewer levels for me, because it is not that bad a dungeon. It's really well done. Alright, enough with the sporelings. I've got a troll. I've got a pair of trolls. Alright, let's rage. And we'll try to knock down. And we will get a ghost up. And switch to this inner troll.
So much.
Trying to kill it before it kills me. You know what? I keep forgetting I can heal once per combat for free. Oh, just as she goes down. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, I think I got something coming in behind me. Or just that a graphical effect. Re-summon our ghost. Let's get this sporling down. And then this troll. Okay, she should be switching to melee. And getting on that.
So much.
I just remembered to switch her right before she went down. That's just my timing on this. Now let's take the sporling out, because it's there. I've won, it's just a matter of time.
You're not getting through.
Try and knock him down. Well, I knocked him down successfully. Eder's not able to hit for some reason. Everybody else is doing okay though.
You're not getting through me.
And it should go down any time now. Alright, it's down. Nice.
Yeah?
Bunch of spores and shit.
Nope.
Ah, and I immediately walk into another fight. Oh, a single spore. Probably forgot to come up when I encounter all that other shit. Not bad. There's a large thing over there. A dank spore. Let's take it out. Oh shit, there's a troll. No! Frenzy and knock it down. Okay, yeah, that spore is gonna be annoying. This troll's injured, badly injured. Come on, take it out. And then we can move on to the mushroom. Oh, come on. It keeps making me switch mains. Let's take this other spore out. It's a mushroom, it can't move, just take it out. There we go. Alright, let's loot. Same old, same old. And then what's on the skeleton? Skeleton has a rod and a vessel bone.
Alright then.
See what's up here. I don't think there's anything up here. Nope. Just getting it on the map though. Alright, there's more skeletons and bodies down here, but yet another troll. Okay, let's back up. Out of range of that plant. See, when I don't have to worry about a damn mushroom pelting me from afar, it's so much easier. Try and drop this. Endurance can try and heal. Alright. And that troll is down. Come on. I had to get that last round break in, didn't I? Alright, let's take this spore out.
Let's go.
We got another one down there, but I don't need to worry about that just yet. Alright, what's on this? Money. Okay, what's on this corpse? It can wait. I'm feeling like this is a little bit easier than this should be. Nothing's on that corpse, is it? Yeah, there is. A Wodaka helm. Alright, another skeleton. Scroll of Rolling Flame, which is always fun. Heading down here. And it looks like that was a interesting but futile excursion. Oh, wait a minute, there's like a building. Well, I mean, it's all underground, so I guess it's all technically a building or a cave. Got one door up top. And that does eventually lead to a corridor, cross corridor. And another door there. Let's head up top first.
A simple
Alright.
test.
Opened up. Let's do this. Skeletons! Well, they're undead, so they should go down pretty quick. Hey, is my chanter back up? Not yet. Endurance, heal everybody.
Let's go.
And just the one skeletal wizard left. There we go, another one up here. Holy shit, there's a couple things down here. Oh man, this is like an actual undead dungeon. It's like a weird cross between a burial ground style dungeon and a sewer style dungeon. I kind of like it. Alright, just go down already. Try and loot this without aggroing shit. And dump all this in mustache.
Got it.
Dump all that in mustache. And stash whatever in this cache. More memorials. Fine scale armor, that's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Ragged or skeletal fighter. Yeah, anything with an actual class name behind it tends to be a little harder than, say, your average day-to-day skeleton shit. Although in this case it looks like it's mostly hit points. Like he didn't unleash any spectacular skills, just was rougher to hit. More money and gems. Gotta keep the grave robbing one. And a skeletal fighter inside. And frenzy.
After 'em.
Come on. So close to being worthwhile.
Stand still.
Alright, take out this last fighter. Alright, anything to loot? You got an urn with another gem in it. Stuff to sell, and then there should be more stuff to sell, yeah.
No problem.
I guess we have to head around the corner, right? Let's head over here. Okay, back in this area. Got a little alcove where it looks like somebody tried to wall it all off. And another doorway into the unknown. Oh shit, an actual encounter. This small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of cloth to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with a blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening and alarmed. Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down here. He glances around the dim room. What are you doing down here? Yorn grimaces. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much, not until you go, or not until you, anyway. A sad tale, but not the whole story, I think. What are you hiding? The Orlan looks away, clearly agitated. I'm just trying to get by. There's nothing else to it, and if that isn't to your liking, there's a whole lot of catacombs out there for you to have all to yourself. Alright, If you tell me, perhaps I can help. Yorn opens his mouth to snap something, his hands balled into fists. But he thinks better of it. He shakes his head slowly, expression resigned. Well, it's true. I've been hiding from the knights down here, but that it isn't just what you think. He ducks his head. It was an accident. It's been hard for me here in Defiance Bay. I suppose I thought if I'd got involved with the city business, if I'd made the right friends, it would get easier in time. And it did, really. I made a name for myself, a place. People actually listen to me when I talk. Well, they used to. People can get very passionate about these things. We were discussing, I think it was shipping agreements, of all the things to fight over. But this one night, this man, he got very angry. I think maybe he'd had a little too much at the inn. Aaron pauses, and I guess he didn't like an Orland talking back at him. I struck him. He came toward me, and I hit him, and he went over like a tree. I guess he struck his head on the way down. Yorn lowers his gaze and shrugs helplessly. Turns out he was a knight. The Crucible Knights won't care how it happened. They just want me gone. They won't let me live long enough to see the rope. Please, he looks at you with a pleading expression. I just want to get out of this city. The second I can get money for passage, I won't trouble anyone again, I swear it. I'll live quietly, but you can't, please. You can't tell them I'm here. Huh. Well, this is interesting. Shall I give him money to leave, or take him a prisoner? I have some new dungeons. They can't be any worse than the filth he's living in. You know what? I'll be benevolent. Here, this should be enough to buy your passage out of Defiance Bay. Yorn stares at you in disbelief. But this is, I cannot possibly. His face twists as he struggles for words. This would see me out of the city and well away. This will save me. I'm not sure I could ever thank you enough, but here, take this. I hope it's some use to you on your journey. You have my lasting gratitude, friend. I should get ready. And so what did I get? I received... Is that rabbit fur gloves? I'm thinking that's going to do better on my barbarian, and those gloves will go on Eder. And you know what? What's Binder Spellbind? An item with a Spellbind property allows an ability or spell to be cast while the item is equipped. And what's Sunbeam? I don't know. Alright, we're going to take the Hermit's hat and put it on my main. And we're going to have Eder get the Sun-Touched Mail of Aaron Wrath in exchange for his own. I think we can throw his old armor on to Sagani. Alright, everything's shuffled around. The wobbly little tent is barely standing. Let's move everybody in here. Check out what this guy had. We have the queen that was and still is. We'll take it. The smoldering fire is strewn with the meager remains of a recent meal. Fish bones and a molded rind of cheese and blackened bread crust. What's in this last one? Camping supplies and lockpicks. Which I cannot use. Because, you know, camping supplies full. Well, I've got a little under half of this. And I think what I'm going to do is head back into the hall and call it for now. In the next session, we will explore the rest of this level and then continue onward to whatever adventure awaits. For now, This has been the RPG Crawler. If you like what you've seen, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more old school role-playing games. Until next time, take care and goodbye.